Hello student, today we will discuss on the topic of TTL to CMOS and CMOS to TTL interfacing. Okay, see, first thing is IC interfacing. Interfacing means connecting output of the one circuit or system to input of the another circuit or systems. It's called an interface. The simplest and most desirable interfacing circuit between a driver and the load is a direct connection. Often, a direct connection cannot be made due to difference in electrical characteristic. An interfacing circuit is connected between the driver and the load to condition the driver output signal so it is compatible with requirement of the load. In interfacing, what we are doing? Output of the first is connected to input of the second. Those will generate output, that is driver, and where you connect, it is nothing but act as load. So we need direct connection will be make whenever that is compatible. See now the diagram of IC interfacing. These are the driver and this one is your load and these are interfacing. IC interfacing. Okay. See VOH mean VIOL mean, okay, and these are the noise margin, low and high. Highs are made enough and lows are low enough. No interface needed, direct connection. Assume current loading acceptable. Assume current loading acceptable. In the second case, this is driver and again it is load. Okay, if you see here VOH value and VIH value, and here is VIH value and VL. Highs are not enough or lows are not enough. Require interfacing circuit. In second condition, we require the first one. See what is the load, okay, and obvious what are the provided, that is more, and here requirement is less, so there is no need of such type of interface, no interface needed. But in second case, if you see here is the required voltage is higher, required load is also low, so here is required interfacing circuit. So it will be depends. See the logic device voltage compatible and no interface will be under the following circumstances. If you see the driver voltage VOH mean and V load, okay, and at the time of driver and load we can check the nominal values of different families and series integrity. This all the values of voltage and currents are already given in the data sheets of the IC. So we have to check which are the your driving IC and which are your load IC. If their voltage is less than, and that time we require the load voltage is more than required voltage, and that time we require the interfacing. If load IC voltage is less than, in that case there is no need to such type of interfacing. Okay, we just add the output of the first connected to the input of the second. See now, external pull-up resistor is used when TTL drives CMOS. External pull-up resistor is used whenever you drive TTL with the CMOS. Now, if you observe the diagram interfacing, so we realize that the TTL, here is the plus 5 TTL and here is the CMOS, right? So in this one, if you see the VOH voltage for TTL is less than VIH voltage for the CMOS, this situation. So TTL output must be raised to acceptable level of for the CMOS. So this can be done by connecting external pull-up. This can be done by using the external pull-up resistance. So the pull-up resistor causes the TTL output to reach approximately 5 volt in a high state and thereby providing an adequate CMOS input voltage level. Okay, so it is called an external pull-up resistor. Why? Because what are the output will be generated by this TTL. It is not enough to drive this CMOS IC. In that case, we can add such type of 10 key ohm resistor okay, in voltage to output, and it will be driving now the CMOS IC, drive the CMOS IC. So like these are the interfacing. Now this is the more interfacing of TTL with the CMOS. Okay. Now when an equivalent CMOS output circuit for both logic gates, you can observe here both 0 0 connected NAND gate. Okay, so both 0, in that case we got output 1. 1 means what is your supplied voltage, VOH, and VDD. Okay, uh, VDD, when you are talking about the CMOS, at that time you can call as VDD. When you are talking about the TTL, in that case we can call as VCC. Okay, so drain, that's why we can call as DD. Okay, then supply voltage collector, so at that time you can call as VCC. So in that case, when both are connected to ground, output is 1. So the output will be 1 like this one. So internal circuit ROM, and it will be called provide the supply, and we are having the high output. In second case, both are connected to VCC. Okay, so it is connected to ground through this one. So low voltage. Okay, so if you see the another means substantial shift voltage because of driver. Load operate on different supply voltage require voltage level translation. Voltage level translation. If you observe here, it is nothing but the simplest way to accomplish this with a buffer that has open drain with a pull-up resistors. It is not inverted, it is a buffer. Okay, this bubble is not here. Okay, so it is buffer. What are the input? Output is the same. But if we see here, we are providing the 1.8 volt, and here we can provide the plus 5 volt. So at the output of this AND gate, it will be provide the 1.8 volt approximate. So it is not sufficient to drive this IC 74SC08. So what you have to do? Again, we have to add the external resistor, pull-up resistor, with providing the plus 5 volt supply, and then it will be driven. So like these are the interfacing. Now you can see another example. A sustainable shift resistor, driver, load, different supply voltage required for voltage level transistor interfacing circuit. Here is again interfacing they are given and how they will be driven. Now come to the sustainable shift. Okay, sustainable shift voltage because driver load operate on different supply voltage require voltage level transistor in form voltage level translator interface circuit. So here again the 5 volt tolerant inputs, and here required is given 5. Okay, so another common solution is interfacing using a buffers from a series that can be without withstand higher inputs. A low voltage series with 5 volt tolerant with then interfacing. So very most important thing we have to require for this interfacing circuit is the ICs and their respective their specification. Same way we can CMOS driving with the TTL. If you see the CMOS ICs, for example, 4000B is one of the series. So VOH here is the 4.95 volt, and for the TTL, VIH requires the 2 volt. VIH requires the 2 volt. So you just add simple resistor between the CMOS to TTL, and the TTL will be trapped because the generated voltage is 4.95 volt, and at the end of it is 2.5. Again here CMOS driving TTL, we can add the buffer also. So 4050B is the buffer, again we can add it. Okay, so in CMOS you can add the buffer. CMOS buffer you can call as they are having the different numbers. For example 4050B, so it will be drop up to the 5 volt. If you provide the 15 volt as a supply for CMOS gate, and it will be dropped up to the 5 volt of the CMOS buffer. So as per the specification of the CMOS, if you see the specification, at that time we realized that the IOH also 0.4 milliampere, and for the TTL IH required 40 microampere, means it is again less. It is less. Again IOL max, it is 0.4 milliampere, required is 1.6 milliampere. So it is possible to interface the TTL with the CMOS as well as the CMOS with the TTL IC. Okay, so in this way we have implemented the interfacing circuit. If the output or load IC voltage is required more than what are the provided by the driver IC. In that case, we have to add external pull-up resistor and we can drive the respective load side. Okay, hope so we understood the concept of interfacing. Thank you very much.